Hello everyone, this is Serenity here, back with another awesome Yell0wDino video for you guys today. This time back with episode 36 of the Champion High Free-For-All August season gameplays today, guys. And just to sort of set on a bit of a joke terms here, some of the players have got nice armor in this gameplay with the inclusion of Hunter and Achilles, but this gameplay is actually, I'm going to be kind of funny about the way I say this, but it's going to be kind of boring because it's just a generic Molten free-for-all, so I can understand if watching this video you don't want to continue because we have seen a few of these. Admittedly, Molten free-for-all is not the most exciting map to watch. I mean, I only enjoy watching this map, to be honest with you, when I played against decent players such as like AG, Pioneer, Milkshake, and Animaland and Ubernick as well in this map in my previous episodes. So just to sort of heads up, this is kind of like my last kind of gameplay against Onyx or unrated players type level of gameplay. The rest of the episodes, since there are 40 of them now, so there's only going to be 4 more after this edition today, are actually against champion players again, so sort of like closing off the series with a strong finish against some really top players. So I'm really excited to get into that content, so that's why I say this gameplay is probably a bit boring with regards to the others, so just a little heads up, like I just had to kind of upload this one because I said I would upload all my season wins and I promised you as much, so that was all 40 of them that I had, and this was one of the 40 that I got, so I do have to include it. But nevertheless, it's a Molten free-for-all against some Onyx and some good Onyx / unrated players in this gameplay, so like I said before in my previous episode 35, Empire free-for-all, that matchup was pretty sweaty, and this one came down to the wire a little bit just because of poor plays I was making, to be honest. But even still, like against Onyx and unrated players, if you're a champion free-for-all player like I was, from at this point towards the end of the season, Onyx and unrated players can still be a threat because a lot of Onyx players are just people that might not have played a lot but are really good at free-for-all, and sometimes as well, like an Onyx player can just have a really good game. So if that happens for you as a champion player, you do have to be careful because you can lose a lot of CSR if you're quite high in the champion placings. So these kind of matches you definitely have to win. So I definitely like highlighting all aspects of play, being a champion in free-for-all for you guys during the time of the August season. I know that free-for-all has changed now slightly with regards to the full season. And I may well play again in the next season, whatever that is, as just like to get more gameplays over time. But personally, I'd like after this series to upload a mixture of Halo content again. I might start playing Reach again. I might also start posting some old Halo 4 stuff that I really want to do. Like I have some really good flag gameplays from my friend Sunny as well that I'd like to bring out, and just like some other really great content for myself back from those times. So I'd like to sort of go back to upload a mixture of all of the previous stuff like Halo 3 MCC, Halo 4, Halo 2 Anniversary, all those other games that I didn't upload. A lot of good content still there, so I'd like to upload a mixture, I suppose, guys. So but coming back to this gameplay anyway, guys, because I'm sort of getting a bit carried away with all the content I want to bring you. Another kind of thing I did want to talk about in this gameplay today, seeing as the gameplay is not enthralling and exciting, is also the talk of, I mentioned a little while ago that I would be doing a sort of montage for myself, and I decided to make a montage called Serenity's the Movie, which I'm still planning to do, which is going to feature all of my gameplay across all of the main Halo games I've played, which I am still planning to do, but I want to kind of do that probably next year because it's going to be a very long video, perhaps half an hour in length, and I don't feel like making all that effort for a montage at this current time. It's probably more like a montage I'll make for when I stop playing Halo as much, at some point in the future. So probably like what I want to make now is like a Halo 5 montage 1, because I haven't actually made anything for Halo 5, so I was thinking of making a Halo 5 montage 1. So I'm very excited to release that, and that will definitely come out before Christmas as well, so I'm really excited to work on that, include some of my best gameplay clips and also like my best moments on Halo 5 on like people's streams and stuff, funny moments like that, all that good stuff which you've seen in my other videos. So coming back to this gameplay, guys, I will talk about the gameplay now. Sorry, I kind of haven't really talked about this one at all. As I've said, guys, it's a Molten free-for-all, so we've gone through the strategy many times before of what you should do. definitely getting the Brute Plasma on this map is going to be an advantage. You know, the way Molten Free-For-All works really is kind of, you know, fairly simple in the sense that, you know, one of your tasks on this map is to get the Brute Plasma Rifle. Getting the BR on this map is also an advantage to you. Definitely rotating to the main battle locations, so these being a top snipe, the area I am now to bunker sort of area is quite a main battle location. Main battle locations under snipe as well, lava room and under lava room, pretty much all over the map. I'd say the most least sort of visited place on this map probably is in the bottom mid section of the map where the lava sort of river is, and that kind of section of the map is not very visited, but everything else is definitely populated with players. The control room, as you can see, my dead body in here is one of the most populated places on the map as well. So this is also under lava rooms, can be populated at times. The lava room is pretty populated. I would say the area that I'm going towards now, where the outside door is towards that whole lava area, is probably the least populated area on the map. So definitely rotating around the most, you know, kind of going around in a circle on this map is probably the way you want to go, and you know, just paying attention to noise, paying attention to where people are, trying to have, you know, knowledge of people's positions on this map will definitely get you a long way, so that's definitely advantageous. And just kind of being patient on this map sometimes as well, waiting for, you know, sort of instances to occur as well will definitely help your Molten Free-For-All. So you can see at this point that it's kind of like there's no set way of playing Molten Free-For-All, it's just kind of situational, to be honest. Like wherever the players are, that's where you have to go. And at this point, some weird Halo 5 bit lag, some sort of like, I don't know, someone must have quit the game, so it switches POVs really randomly. So back on here with my gameplay. But I mean, decent players in this gameplay, sorry I haven't really talked about the players in this gameplay, were Yell0wDino put up a bit of a fight, MK1 put up a bit of a fight as well, and I suppose Luigicanavarro, the guy with the Achilles armor, put up a bit of a fight as well. So I mean, there was some, you know, decent competition in this gameplay. Like I said, you know, it kept me on my toes a bit towards the end. There were some choky plays that I probably will point out what I should have done a bit better, like this one here, for example. This guy was one shot, and to be honest with you, I really didn't want to go for the trade in that scenario of Yell0wDino, because I could have easily got the kill on him without having to die myself. And what I would have done there was not go for the ground pound, so it was a bit of an awkward angle to come down on him on. He could easily just move out of the way of it. So I think what I needed to do there was just wait for my thrust to come back and then thrust and just shoot him, because he was very weak. So I thought that sort of the way I sort of judged that situation was a little bit poor, to be honest. And I suppose at this point, like, because I've been playing a few Onyx unrated players for a few games, you know, I was a bit sort of like, you know, a bit sloppier out of practice as perhaps I was like maybe, I don't know, you know, like 10 episodes ago. I was playing like probably at the top of my game, around like, you know, the sort of from the NYC matchup to, you know, episode 33 where I took on Abrupt. That was when I was probably playing on my best of this season, and kind of like after that it's kind of like I haven't really been tested, so maybe that's why my plays are a little bit more sloppy, I guess, against the Onyx and unrated players. Right there as well, nice play to get that trade. That was a nice bit of play considering he had the Brute Plasma, I guess. But it's really just, you know, standard Molten Free-For-All right here, guys, just following noise, just kind of like, you know, definitely having a good idea of the position of the players on this map is really good. I couldn't have anticipated for Yell0wDino hitting that shot. Great play from him. So at this point with Yell0wDino as well, he's catching up and has actually tied the lead. So when I come in here, obviously I see him just in front of me and another player coming to challenge. So I know that I definitely don't want to die by his hand, so I did everything I could to possibly not die by him. So when he tried to melee me there, I thrusted away so that he wouldn't get the kill and like the other guy would, and that's what I kind of hoped would happen. At this point again, I decided to sort of crouch here, just going through a few of the strategies towards the end of the gameplay here, and like plays I made were good and plays I made were bad, because I knew these players would come back for the weapons. I knew Yell0wDino would come back for the snipe. I knew another player would probably go in there because he saw a lot of action previously, so that's why I kind of just sat there with a Brute Plasma. Unfortunately for me, Yell0wDino does get a kill before I take him out, which is kind of annoying because obviously he's my main competition and I don't want him to get any more kills. At this point here, I was well aware of this player's in the bunk area, and I think I took a bit too much time like trying to scope that out. Had I have gone earlier, I probably could have got a single, maybe a double kill out of that scenario, so a little bit bad plays there. So just to comment on some of these bad plays I made towards the end. At this point here, I know that Luigicanavarro, whatever his name is definitely going to push to the control room because he was in the bunker area last and it looked like he was playing direction, so that's why I was crouching on the stairwell because I knew a player would be there. At this point, because I'm a little bit weak, I didn't feel like committing over to that challenge and just, I'd rather wait for the other players to appear because they would have heard that noise and then I'd just come back again like I do here to try and get a kill. And again, that was very frustrating and, like most times that play would work out, I would have had that kill. I really didn't anticipate for someone to Spartan charge me within those 2 seconds, so that was just really unlucky, to be honest. There's not much I can really do about that. Really nice play here to get a double kill because that was huge, because that was on Yell0wDino as well. Taking him out of play and getting a 1 kill lead is a really big 1v1 kill that I had to sort of take care of there, and that definitely was one of the things that won me this match towards the end. A little bit sloppy there on the game, 2021, that was a little bit risky and nearly did get injured there, but luckily just finish it off. Like I said, that might have just been sloppiness due to not being tested by like really good champion players for a while, but in episode 37 to episode 40, which is the end of my series, we will see where I match up against champion players again. It does sort of kick me back into life and not making any sloppy plays like that. But here we are, guys, coming to the final kill here. Definitely could have had a Spartan charge for complexity there, but it wasn't meant to be. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this gameplay. I'm sorry it was a bit boring. I tried to liven it up with talk about my Halo 5 Montage 1 coming out and some other things happening on the channel. But this was Serenity's, guys. I'll be back with more awesome gameplays next time.